Well, if that doesn't wake you up in the morning, I'm not sure what does. My God. It's the sound of birds, like dying birds, but they're playing it through a loudspeaker and it broadcasts like through half of this town. It's the most annoying, unbelievably dissatisfying sound. Playing the sound of birds over a speaker is okay. Playing the sounds of those birds over the speaker is not okay. It's not a beautiful sound. It sounds like they're fighting and angry, and it's been going. I've been here for 30 minutes and it's been non-stop. It is so loud. It's crazy. Today was a rather uneventful day. I took a bus that was supposed to last from 9:30 a.m. until about 4 p.m. After leaving at 9:30 a.m., I didn't arrive until about 7:30 p.m. Bit of a long day on a bus, seen some interesting views, and now I'm walking in the middle of a dirt road out in the forest, and you can't see me because it is dark. I'm too cheap to pay a taxi because I'm in a tourist area, apparently, and they always rip you off. No thanks. I think I found it. Yes, let me get a light. Hey, look at that. I found it. I'm here. You can see me now. So tomorrow, I think I want to rent a bicycle and explore the area and see what this place has to offer. Good morning and welcome to Kampot. I'm leaving my hostel, because it's not where I want to stay. Yeah, which kind of stinks because it puts me a day behind in exploring, because if I leave now and go to a different place, then obviously I have to wait till about checkout because I cannot check into a new place until about 12:30. So then that means I can't rent a bicycle or a motorbike and do all these things. I must check in. So basically I have a half of a day to explore, which kind of stinks. Just all sorts of weird things. No electricity. Oh my God, I could give you a whole list of weird things. So I'm going to a new place. It's not very far. It's maybe a 1 mile walk, which really is nothing here. I hope all the motorbike tuk-tuk drivers aren't going to shout at me and want me to use them. It's rather annoying. Basically, the ocean is just right over there, maybe like a half mile. It's really not very far. It's kind of where I wanted to explore. There's mountains in the area. So there's really a couple cool things in this area, Kampot, but I just have to transfer to a different place. Hey dog, what are you doing? I don't know what he's doing. I don't know him. What are you doing? I've never had dogs jump on me before. This one's wagging his tail and not barking at me like I was coming through here last night. It's funny, one of the main reasons that I came to this particular town is because it's small, far away from the major tourist areas. So I thought, I'm walking 20% of every human being on the street is a tourist. So, blah, I failed. I can't get away from tourists no matter where I go. I don't know what to do. Changed my mind. I rented a bike. It's $1 for 24 hours, like I'm not even kidding. So when I rented the bicycle in the other town, $5, I could have rented it for 5 days. So I gave him, I guess, a lot more money than what I should have, but it's all good. He made me happy. So now it's about 4 o'clock. I'm going to go explore near the ocean. There's about like a 4 mile stretch of road next to the ocean. I'm gonna go tackle it. I'm not sure how much I'm going to film because I don't know, but I will try. Surprisingly, even though I went really far to the south, the temperature has decreased a little bit. I think it has to do with the ocean being right here. I actually checked the forecast while I was at the coffee shop. Unfortunately, out of like the next 6 days, 5 is going to be rain. How much rain in the day? I don't know. Today it rained for maybe 15 minutes, but it was not very hard. I hope that's all it is. I would hate to come all the way here and live inside because it's raining all day long. So I actually pulled off the side of the road and I found a nice little beach here. Wow, these views are awesome. The sunset, I don't know which way is west. Let's see, south. So west, yeah. The sunset would be, it looks like it'd be right over here. I don't know if you can see those mountains look awesome. The sunset would be epic. The smell here definitely smells like dead fish. Yeah, during the day this would be awesome. Even now it's swimmable. It looks like this would be like from a giant oyster maybe? I don't know my sea crustaceans very well, but I'm gonna keep exploring until it turns dark, I guess. Do you hear that? Yeah, me neither. I hear nothing. That is the first time I've heard nothing in such a long time. Everywhere I've been traveling for the last 1.5 years has always produced some type of noise, whether you're out in the jungle, forest, and you hear birds and animals, or you're in the city and it's constant traffic. Wow, that's a cool sound. Nothing. So I've stumbled into this network of buildings, old, decrepit wooden and tin buildings, surrounded by tons of water. It's almost like giant rice paddies with no rice growing, or large fisheries with no fish, because I don't see any jumping. It leads me to think that it's for rice, but there's literally nothing growing. And there's very few people. I've seen only 3 people outside of these buildings just a moment ago. I'm really not sure what it is. If you're watching this video and you know what it is, let me know. Comment below. I'd love to know what this place is. It's like square kilometers, square miles of this. As far as you can see, it's the same buildings over and over and over, and nothing growing. Good morning. Welcome to Kampot again. I just finished up breakfast. Had a banana pancake. It was just a thin pancake with tons of banana slices on the inside, and that was covered in some type of milk cream and a mango shake, all for $2.50. I'm now on my way to the other side of the bridge, crossing the river, going to explore. I love looking at Google Maps and finding desolate areas to explore. I think I'm going to save exploring on a motorbike for maybe tomorrow. There's a mountain you can't see. I'll try to show you without dying. You can kind of see the mountain off in the distance, so I think maybe I want to go over and explore that, but kind of frustrating because Cambodia has capitalized on tourists going to places. Hotels are relatively inexpensive, food is relatively inexpensive, more expensive than most Asian countries, but tourism is just ludicrous. Last time I went to a mountain, it was $20 just to step onto a mountain. But everybody else is free. It's just tourists that pay ridiculous prices. More expensive than places I've gone in America, even when you do have to pay a fee in America. But anyway, let's go explore. It's so interesting to explore through here because there's so many like small communities, and it's out in the middle of like absolutely nowhere. It's so desolate out here. It's so cool. But I think the road turns. I think that way is the ocean. Hello. I think that's way is the ocean, so I want to go that way. I have to check my Google Maps though. I've been biking through here for more than 1 hour, and it's just full of these small, super small little communities of people and buildings and huts. And it is amazing. It is so cool through here. I would love to come and like live amongst these people for a while, assuming I have super strong Wi-Fi. Such a peaceful area. So many people shout and say hello. I think maybe that's all they know how to say, which is cool. It's just so quiet, so peaceful, and the views are, you probably cannot see it through this small camera, but my God, some of the most spectacular views I've seen in Asia. It's like tropical jungle, mountain, watery villages all combined together, and I just can't stop looking. I wish I had my big camera so I could actually take a photo or two. With a bicycle, it's just so difficult to carry a backpack. It's very heavy and it just doesn't work out, so I'm stuck to the GoPro. Well, I must say that was one heck of a bike journey through some of the most amazing views. Now I'm at the ocean. Geographically speaking, it's in a really cool place. If you could look at Google and see where I'm standing right now. Right over there, I'm not sure if you can see, there's a mountain range. I believe that's the island Phu Hoc, which is used to be, Khmer Island used to be part of Cambodia, but just in the last few years it was, I guess, taken, some people will say it was taken, by the Vietnamese government, I guess. That's what a local told me anyway. So now it is Vietnam, and Vietnam is very far that way. Check out the water. It's not super hot, so I don't really feel like going swimming. Yeah, it's totally swimmable. In Celsius, I don't know, in Fahrenheit, I would say that's about 70-75 degree water. So it's actually super nice. I don't know what's in the area. Maybe I swim and sharks will eat me or jellyfish will sting me. I'm not sure. I'm gonna hold off and maybe do a little bit more exploring. Well, I just had a scare. You can see the dogs over there. I'm riding a bike just all alone over here, coming down the trail, going back. I hear dogs way off in the distance barking, barking, barking. Like, what are they chasing? What are they chasing? They're chasing each other. They're having fun, right? Then they're coming this way, and right when they turn down the trail, I'm like, oh shit. I think they hear or see me, and they're chasing me. So I drop it into first gear and go as fast as I can through here. They are on my ass, like right behind me. And I try to do some type of last minute leap off this little cliff, this little hill. I tried to jump and leap and land over here like Batman or something. And surprisingly, it worked. I landed kind of over here, half-assed, and they were stopping right here. The hair on the back of their neck were standing up, and they were growling and barking. They were right here. I mean, he could leap over and get me, but I would hit him with a bicycle before that. Damn, talk about scary. So now they're back up. I'm waiting to see there they are. So they're walking. So damn. So now I'm gonna go back. Huh. God, the crazy adventures you come to, right? That could end bad. It's important to note, however, traveling in all of Cambodia so far, that's the first time that's happened. Most dogs, when you pass the house, they'll just look at you and lift their head and say, yep, you're cool, and drop their head back down. Some will bark at you, very, very rare, but they'll just sit there and bark. They never come. But these guys, they ran down the mountain to get me. So yikes, but so far no trouble, just this once. So I'm riding through the countryside and I stopped for the first time to get a drink. I'm in a shack on a dirt floor drinking something like Sprite. And there's a boy eating a popsicle with no pants. Yeah, it's really hot today. My GPS doesn't connect properly again, so I'm really not sure exactly where I'm at, but it's not super important because I have no destination. So I could go that way along the dirt path or go that way along the paved path. Paved is so much easier, but the dirt path is sometimes more interesting. As I was riding my bicycle across the bridge, you could see like a small little beach on both sides. So I went down there and there's like children fishing. They take a net and they catch small shrimp, like this big, teeny, with a net, and then they use that for bait with a bamboo stick and some string. And surprisingly, they're catching some fish, very small fish, but you know, 10 or 20 of those fish, and you can eat a small meal. So it's interesting. That's what they're doing. I actually stopped and had breakfast in the town. Then I decided I wanted to go kind of along the river again, but to the north side of the town. So that's what I'm doing right now. Feels like I'm in the middle of nowhere once again, which technically I guess I am. It's always a journey. Oh, by the way, I'm looking like a lobster. I'm very burnt. I stopped and put lotion all over my face, but it's not going to do much. So burnt. So I was just crossing a bridge and there was children swimming. They're like, swim, swim, but they didn't know how to say it in English, but their hand gestures. Within 10 seconds, they were all saying $1, $1 for like 2 minutes nonstop. $1, $1. Anyway, finally I left after like 4 minutes and went around the curve, and there was tons of bicycles and people drinking beer out in the middle of nowhere. And they stopped me. One guy says, stop, stop. And he waves me over here. He wants me to drink a beer with him, but I'm so far away and it would just put a stop to everything. So I kind of declined. Normally I would say yes. And then a woman came out, spoke great English. And long story short, she says, oh yeah, all of the children are my students. And I said, yeah, they all know how to say $1, $1. And her eyes got really big. She says, really? Oh no. I said, yeah, that's all they want is $1, $1. It's crazy. But she was really nice. I bought water from them. And I'm going to continue down the path. She says, yeah, for about 30 more minutes. It's very beautiful. I don't think I'm going to go that far because the sun is going down. And if I turn around right now to go back to my hotel, it's at least an hour and a half. And I really don't want to do that trip during the intense dark because people can't really see very well in the dark with their lights, and I don't have lights really, and I don't know, it's a crazy thing. I'm on a mission to explore. By bicycle, my legs feel like limp noodles. I don't know how, I won't even be able to get out of bed tomorrow. My God, 2 times in one day, the dogs. One was on the other side of this fence chained up, huge dog, blood-curdling bark. The other one took off down the fence on the other side, running at full speed past me like it was going to go to an exit hole and get me. I stopped immediately, turned around, I'm on my way back. Screw that. Nope. I have nowhere to go if the dog wanted to get me. Frustrating. But maybe I go back and swim. I am like dead. Such a long journey to go back home. I'm gonna sit in bed all day tomorrow and just not do anything. Wow, so I stopped back at that place because of the dogs. Got myself a beer. This is kind of where I was earlier. If anybody's here, I feel kind of like I'm trespassing. I think it's okay. He even said, come and go swimming. I want to, but there's no sun, so it'd be not as exciting. Anyway, I'm going to call it a night. I'm gonna ride all the way back, which is a long, long ride. Thank you for watching. Remember, your time is running out. Start living. Take care.